How's it going, guys? Welcome back, welcome back. Alright, so as some of you may notice, looks a little different around here. I spent a little bit of time, went over here, cut down. Yeah, moo to you too. Here, do this real fast. There we go. So spent a little time around this area, kind of cleaned it up a little bit, took down some of the trees, got quite a bit of resources here, and we're already starting to get cranking here with getting set up. On my adventure, though, I just couldn't, I was going to go down in the caves, grab some coal, and it kept back in my mind, you know, where were those sounds coming from, where were they coming from, and I got down over in here and I realized we had a cave that we hadn't lit up, and I was right down here. That was weird. Anyways, I was right here, clearing out what little bit of coal was here, and I looked across and I seen that. And that is exactly what you think it is. It is our first dungeon. Now, I haven't looted the chests yet. I wanted to show you guys what we picked up off this. Got some iron, our first saddle, a little gunpowder, got a golden apple. But what I'm most excited about is we got this dungeon. And it is my favorite dungeon. It is a skeleton dungeon. So we're not right this second going to start in on camera's acting a little goofy here, guys. I'm gonna start off right away and work on trying to set this up. It's not really feasible. We are going to use it at a later date, though. Just simply because I really want to get the experience rolling in here. But what I did want to do today is I wanted to spend a little bit of time. I wanted to go down through these caves and just kind of see where they go, and see if we couldn't locate some diamonds and get our enchanting table going. Now, I know a lot of people really don't enjoy the caving experience, but most of the caving was done last time off camera. And speaking of off camera, I listened to what a few of you had to say, and I will look into possibly getting some sound clips for our little frame drop there. Getting some music for those little off-camera sessions we have there, just so it's not so boring. If anybody knows any good resources for that, I'm definitely all ears for that. So these caves are just loaded full of iron down here. Get this real fast. But if anybody has any suggestions on those, I am all ears. One place I do use is an open source website for game resources. The only downside of that is that you know, it's not always exactly the audio we may be looking for. Alright, and that explains that to me. That is actually a sound effect. When I was going through the videos and I was editing them, I kept hearing that, I guess, cave sound. And kept saying, you know, I have the music off, I have the music off. And I wasn't too sure how it weaseled its way in there, but now I see. So let's see. We are at Y46, not quite deep enough over here. Before I start digging a big hole in the ground, I think we're going to kind of scout around this cave a little bit, see where else it may go. See, we got a little drop right here. So we'll clear this out a little bit real fast. And I see we're having some camera issues here, but so before we go too far down in here and I fall wrong or we end up in some lava because of it, I'm going to go ahead and let my cut feed real fast and probably have to do a reboot on the computer. But once that's all done, taken care of, we'll come right back in here and we're going to hit this cave and see if we can't get down to, I'm thinking Y15 maybe. So give me a few minutes and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, we're back, I think. Hopefully this records right. I'm trying my... Apparently our ducks escaped. That's cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill it. So yeah, I'm sure you see the Nether portal, and you see the cows, and more wheat planted, inventory full of cool stuff. I don't know what's happening. I think it's either my Fraps is messing up. I think I'm gonna try to reinstall it, or I don't know, bad luck. Either way, Fraps for some reason decides that it no longer needs to detect the microphone, and it stops recording sound. And trust me, it's just as frustrating for you guys as it is for me. A lot of that frustration is simply because I do spend quite a bit of time trying to get some of this footage. And then definitely when we build something like this, I don't really have the means to tear it down just yet. So it's definitely a frustration. And I apologize. I suppose I'll have to do audio tests before I start moving. I'm not too sure what the route for rectifying this situation is at this time. I give it a little bit of thought before I do anything too rash. Probably mostly just spend some time to reconfigure a few things and reinstall. My experience with computers tells me that reinstallation will clear up most of it, typically. All just really depends on what the case is with this. So hopefully, and here's to hoping, hopefully next episode it won't be such a problem. I've been noticing that as I move around in the world, I have the same amount of problems. So I'm thinking altogether, and now keep in mind this is only when I'm recording, I'm really thinking that it has a lot to do with Fraps. So I'm not saying that Fraps is a bad program. It is the best one I managed to find, and after using it, I see that's one of the things I'm talking about right there. Whoa! Say, if you suffer from motion sickness, that probably just made you throw up on your keyboard. I'm sorry. So yeah, I don't know. A little frustrated with it. I feel like it's taking away from you guys, and it's not fair. So, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to call it right here. Kind of a bad note to call it at, but just with the amount of frustration I went through on this episode, I don't really see anything too productive coming with just keep dealing with this until I reinstall Fraps and rectify the situation. The one thing I do want to do, though, before we call it the end of the episode, is I do want to go through this portal. Since you guys missed its being built, and you didn't get to see it being built because of audio situations, I think I owe it to you guys to at least go through it. I'm also going to do a little bit of editing and camera magic for you guys, just so you can kind of see some of the stuff we missed out on. It still has sound as far as game sounds, but just none of the talking audio is there, so again, I apologize. And we're going to hop through the portal here, kind of peek around a little bit, and then that's going to be the end of the episode for today, guys. So let's go ahead and hop in here. I've never tried to record in the Nether, so this could be a train wreck. And it's going to take it a second or two to generate, since it's our first time in. But, alright. let it calm down here a little bit. I suppose this isn't too bad of a place. I hear a ghast. Don't really want to find the ghast just yet. At least that sounds like a ghast to me. So yeah, it looks like we got kind of a neat little starting area here. Hopefully we can find us a fortress in here. Still a little bit of frame drop issues there. So we're going to go ahead and hop back through the portal. Perhaps we can get us a blaze spawner in there, get us set up in the XP farm. And yeah, so not too bad of an episode overall though. We did manage to do a little bit of caving, hunted for some diamonds, and got our first portal. And got our first, as Oz calls them, ducks. I do want to, before I do end the episode, I do want to say I will be putting the world up. I have made my mind up. Probably going to go through Media 5 for that. And a couple of questions that I received. As far as texture packs, I use a customized Faithful 32x32. If you go to trusty Google and type in Faithful, or you look at the description for this video, you'll find a link to its customizer. There were a couple other questions, but I don't quite remember what they are. Maybe I'll have to write those down before I do too much. So thank you guys for stopping by. And next episode, hopefully it's a little bit better, less of frustration. We can get our bed built put in and find some diamonds finally. So until next time, guys.